believes it. You know, and they do it because it's entertainment for them. And even his good buddy Chipmunk does that shit. Oh, Hagee said this, Hagee said that, and Edward believes it.
See, do you think Edward's been at this now for what, 6 months?
Yeah, give or take, yeah.
Give or take. Do you think he's ever gonna stop?
No. Not until he goes to a mental hospital and gets the help that he needs. He's not going to stop. I mean, like I said yesterday, I could get off the internet for 2 months, and he'll just make videos about me all day and night saying that I'm attacking him. And that's what he does.
So what do you think if the police helps him today? They're going to go to his house. I'll put this out there. The woman on the phone told me, sir, we're going to go to his house now and investigate this and check into him and see if he's, you know. And I said, ma'am, there are speakers out there of him doing it. It's on his speaker.
Yeah.
She said, well, we'll look into that, sir. Now we're going to send it, right? I told her he really needs help. The guy's been out now for 7, 8, 10 times he's been trying to do this. Saying he's killing himself.
He needs help bad, man. He needs some serious help, and he needs to stop believing what these idiots tell him. You know, I guess somebody emailed him yesterday or Saturday or something and said, "Hey, I'm with CSGO. We want to sponsor you, but we need your YouTube password." And he blamed that on me. He said that I did that. And I'm like, man, I wasn't even.
Why is he blaming you for?
That's what he does, man. He attacks people.
So do you?
And then
Okay, go ahead.
He attacks people, and then they rebuttal, and he blames it on me. So and he says that I sent them there.
So do you think that he's going to come back online again today?
Oh my God, yeah, he'll be online. Yeah, he might be sleeping now. I don't know, but he'll be online.
So after the police shows up, do you think he's going to be online? And
of course.
But I mean, he's going to hear this. He's definitely going to hear this because you're going to hear it. Do you think, is there anything you want to say to him now that you want to say is not me or what? What do you want to do?
I just, honestly, man, I just want him to leave me the fuck alone. I mean, seriously.
So who called the police this morning, you or me?
You did.
Thank you very much. He said to himself, I called the police, not Hagee. I'm Tommy. I called the police this morning for Edward to get help.
And you'll hear him today saying, Hagee called the cops on me. You'll hear it today.
But hang on. I want everyone to know, make it clear that it wasn't Hagee, it was me. I didn't do it to get him in trouble. I did it to get him help. Yep. Because I called the local mental hospital of some sorts in Dunbar. It was no help there. The woman wanted no part of it. Well, sir, you might have called local police for them.
And that's what they told me was to call 911, and I said I'm not doing that. I'm trying to get this guy some mental help. I'm not trying to get him to go to jail.
Exactly. I mean, and I told her, I said, so what option does that leave me? And she said, well, sir, you're gonna have to call the police. I mean, I don't want to go. Don't the local hospitals, mental institutions have people that go out and check on you, or am I wrong?
I thought they did, man, but apparently we're both wrong.
So, wait. I know here in Newfoundland, well, St. John's is the local mental hospital, which is 12 hours away. I know in Newfoundland that they do have people to go and check and see if you're legitimately insane and need help, and they spend.
And that's what I thought they would do, but they told me that they can only help him if he tries to get help for himself. And I'm like, you can't even go check on him, and they were like, nope.
So wait. So they don't even check on you?
Nope. According to I called 3 different places live last night on the air, and they were like, yeah, we're not going to do anything.
So, I mean, what happens if the guy now, God willing he don't, what if the guy really do kill himself? And with everybody reaching out for help for the guy, where does that leave them?
I don't know, man. I don't know what would happen then. I have no clue. Green Dream says a crisis center or mental hospital can take him in. Yeah, I agree with that, and I tried calling them, and they won't do nothing. You know, if he would legitimately hurt himself, what happens then? Exactly.
I mean, once you reach out for help for this person, then they're not doing nothing. I mean, who's to blame then?
Well, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It's obviously them that's not helping him.
I forgot about that. They said that his family has to sign him in. I forgot. They did say that. They were like, well, can you contact his family? And I'm like, I don't know, I don't know his family. How am I supposed to contact them? And I don't want to anyway, because they're probably just like him. I mean, look at his sister.
All right, dude, we got 30 seconds left, so give me a minute. We'll be back live, guys.
All right.
All right, guys, we're back live with part 2. So, hey, as I was saying before we went off here, you called 3 different places last night?
Yep.
And I called the hospital this morning. I called one that they said, well, you have to dial 911 with some kind of a freaking recording. So I had the third option was to call these local police, which I didn't want to do. I did not want to do that because I don't want him in trouble.
Me either, man. I just want him to get some help. I mean, he shouldn't be on YouTube, you know what I mean? He shouldn't be on the internet, period.
Now, you said that you to contact his family. Do you know if there's anyone in his family that you could contact to?
The only family member that I've ever known about was his sister, and she was about just as crazy as him. I mean, she was making all them videos about, she was making videos saying Edward's a pathological liar, all he wants is attention, he's been like this for years. But you could tell she was all fucked up too.
So do you think now, as fucked up as what she was, do you think that maybe she was telling some truth in there?
I do. I think that what she was saying was all true because she said he's been like this for years. And I'm going back months ago. I don't know if you remember the whole shit when his sister came into it. And he blamed all that on me and TCB. We had nothing to do with it. She just came out on her own making videos saying, hey guys, Edward's a pathological liar. He's insane. He's been like this forever. He tells kids he's a cop, and it's like, wow.
So now, it's been like 6 months, give or take. Do you ever regret responding to this guy?
Oh my God, yeah, man. I mean, oh my God, I do. And I've been doing YouTube for a while now, and I'm always going to have people come after me, and I usually don't respond to any of it. But like I said, man, I honestly thought that it was a joke. I thought that he was just, goofing on me. I didn't realize how serious he was.
Okay, now I wanted to go back to when he first said to you, he's going to do first it was he's going to sue you. He had 10 lawyers, he was going to sue you.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, no, he's going to write a book and do a DVD. Yeah, this is all amusing. I'm trying not to laugh here.
Me too. I'm sorry, dude.
I'm trying not to laugh. I can't help it. He's going to do a DVD and a book. And then now he's on this path of, I'm going to kill myself every day. Do you think there's a cycle of just Edward, this big Edward downward spiral cycles?
Man, I'm not a doctor. I can't evaluate him. I just, in my mind, in my opinion, it's drugs or lack of.
So, when I heard the speaker, like I said a while ago, the guy was inhaling something, snorting something.
Yep, I heard that too.
And when I heard it, I was, this motherfucker snorting drugs.
Yep.
And how do you go on for 12, 14 minutes and all of a sudden say, hey guys, my phone may not be working right?
Well, you question him on the shit, he either won't answer it or he makes up lies. Well, that was my fan making that noise. Your fan was beating on the counter and snorting coke? Well, yeah. So I don't know, man.
No, I know what you're saying. But I'm trying to desperately grasp at some common sense here of how do you not say in the first 30 seconds, you may not hear me because my phone may not be working right, but 14 minutes later say, hey, my phone's not working right after you hear somebody snort something up?
That's what I'm saying, man. It's up and down, up and down, up and down,
Do you think maybe you should be investigated for drugs?
I asked him straight up yesterday on the live stream. I said, my man, are you doing drugs? And he goes, nope. And I'm like, all right. So,
But seriously, Haggy, how many people do you know that does drugs is going to openly admit doing drugs?
None.
Exactly. You look at somebody that's cracking, hey man, you do drugs? He could have a line of coke under his nose.
The thing is, man, it's just like I asked him, about his welfare situation, and he's like, I'm not on welfare. And I'm like, dude, you made a video yesterday talking about how you only had $30 left on your food stamps. And he's like, you're a liar. And I'm like, dude, he keeps calling me a liar, but it's like, dude, the shit's right there. You said it. You did this, you did that, you did this. No, you're a liar, Haggy. Dude, it's right there.
So, how is he getting food stamps if he's working as a security guard?
Well, like I said, he's only making, $1.298 an hour. So, obviously they give him food stamps.
Okay, so he like to make up for what he's not making. I get you.
And he claims that, he has to take drug tests. Let me tell you something, man. A drug test is very, very expensive.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're not gonna spend hundreds of dollars to drug test somebody who makes $2 an hour. They're just not gonna do it.
Exactly. I understand what you're saying. There's not.
But he acts like he went to a police academy to become a security guard at the mall. I mean, if you've heard him say that, like, I had to go through all this physical training, I had to do this, I had to do that. Dude, you're fat, you're out of shape. You didn't go through any physical training to stand there with a flashlight.
Okay, hold on. So, in my town, security guards at the mall, I don't know how different it is, but they're old and... I'm trying to be nice when I say this, because if my friend hears this, who's a security guard at the mall, he's probably going to kill me.
But no, it's not being offensive. It's the same thing here. How do you get that job? You go in and apply. That's it.
Exactly. I mean, the guy at the mall, one is an old guy, one looks like Godwin from Duck Dynasty, and the other's a young kid who's walking at the mall just to be noticed.
And they have no authority. They can't do anything to you. I mean, we used to go to the mall as kids, and they would tell us, like, hey, you guys can't do this. We'd be like, fuck you.
I'm going to bring this guy's name up. I know a guy named Ronald Call in my town who was a security guard one time. He used to think he was the biggest guy in the mall ever. But he couldn't do shit. I mean, and it's like every situation. I mean, what can he really do? Nothing.
Hey, Green Dream just put a number up in the comments. I don't know if you see that or not, but that's the security director where he works. I don't know if we want to call him. And
I had that information. I called that, a couple of weeks ago now. And they do have a guy working there, Edward Hubbard, and they said that there's not much they can do unless it affects his job.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, when I told the guy, I was like, dude, affects his job. He's online pretending to kill himself. Don't that affect his job?
Well, he does broadcasts from work too. I mean, he's done speakers from work.
Well, see, that's what I would like to be able to prove to his boss. Like, hey guys, this is what he's doing from work. Can you hear this? And the guy told me that I was talking to, I forget his name. I should have wrote it down, but I forget his name. He told me that, hey man, if you have proof that he's doing this from work and you can send it to me. He gave me an email address, which I solved on my tablet here. He said, send it to me, right? And I was like, I don't know if I have a speaker for I can send to you, right? I know he's done tons of them.
Well, Green Dream said he wrote too. Obviously, they don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I see what Green Dream is right now. I mean, they told me that. I called them. They told me that it's affecting his job.